Tonight on the 10 o'clock news, a nationwide warning from the DEA as the agency sees a spike in brightly colored fentanyl disguised as sweet treats.
The further away from looking like a medication, the easier it is to try it. Therefore, that's why they've changed the appearance.
Federal agents are calling it rainbow fentanyl.
This new warning comes on International Overdose Awareness Day. News4JAX reporter Eric Gavinier is joining us now live. Eric?
Yeah, well, it's called rainbow fentanyl because it's disguised in many colors to resemble candy. And according to federal agents, this is being marketed towards children and young adults. Federal agents also say that two of Mexico's largest and most lethal drug cartels are behind it all. At first glance, these colorful tablets look like hard candy. These colorful chunks look like taffy. And these look like colorful pieces of chalk for kids. But according to the DEA, this is actually highly addictive and potentially deadly fentanyl in disguise, which is why law enforcement calls it rainbow fentanyl.
Further away from looking like a medication,
DEA Assistant Special Agent in charge, Mike Dubett of the Jacksonville DEA office, says it's no coincidence this drug is made to look less dangerous.
It's obviously a marketing scheme. It is to drive addiction in a different age group. And it's all about the cartels making more money.
We got a preview of that last year when we were given exclusive access inside a DEA lab where seized narcotics are analyzed. And this is fentanyl disguised as hard candy that looks like broken pieces of a cherry Jolly Rancher.
And they really did look like candy. Obviously, they're trying to bring in the younger population.
Despite claims that certain colors of fentanyl may be more potent than others, scientists at the DEA lab who have analyzed fentanyl samples say specific color does not dictate potency. This means every color, shape, and size of fentanyl sold on the streets should be considered dangerous. According to DEA intelligence, the overwhelming majority of fentanyl being smuggled into the U.S. comes from both the Sinaloa cartel and the Jalisco New Generation cartel, known simply as CJNG. Both cartels are based in Mexico, but they have operatives here in the U.S. that distribute their narcotics to street-level drug dealers. But the people who are buying these drugs are rolling the dice every time they consume them.
This isn't, drugs killing you over a long period of time. This is one use, one pill can leave you dead. That's how serious this is. This is the #1 drug threat we have faced as a country.
According to the CDC, more than 106,000 people died in the U.S. last year from a drug overdose. The CDC says 66% of those deaths were linked to fentanyl. The federal agents are also putting this warning out there that if you encounter any form of fentanyl or if you would come into something that you suspect is fentanyl, do not touch it. In fact, they say call 911 and allow law enforcement to safely remove it from your presence there. Reporting live, Eric Gavinier, Channel 4, the local station.
Eric, I know you cover DEA operations, and since fentanyl is potentially deadly, what are they saying about why are the cartels selling this?
Well, the DEA says the cartels are not purposely trying to kill people. Instead, they're basically trying to get them addicted to fentanyl because, again, it is a highly addicted, it's a drug that can get you highly addicted. But you have to realize that while many people die from ingesting fentanyl, let alone just touching it, you have some who have a tolerance for it, and they're going to pay through the wall to get that next high off of fentanyl.
Eric Gavinier reporting live for us tonight. Thank you, Eric.